It is the radio segment that was just awarded the key to the city and your heart, Laser Stories. The segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe just like every other radio show does, except we have a laser and those other idiots don't. This first laser story is out of Huntsville, Alabama. 29-year-old man named Brody Gates was huffing compressed air in his car the other day and passed out.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
When cops found him, he was slumped over the wheel with the engine of his car running. So they knocked on his window, and Brody briefly lifted his head up and then took another hit of air duster and then passed out again. Somebody there? Oh, I guess time for another one.
Okay.
Good night.
Sounds so fun.
So when they started banging on his window again, he woke up and noticed the cops, but paused to take another hit of compressed air anyway.
Okay, so the first one I was like, all right, so maybe he didn't really get what was going on. The second time,
Now he's like-
that is all on you, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail. I might as well get really high
He
right
also tried to drive off, but didn't get very far.
Oh.
He immediately swerved off the road, struck a parked vehicle, and drove through somebody's yard and then crashed into a mailbox.
Kapooyah! Kapooyah!
He then hit a second parked car before he finally came to a stop. Luckily, nobody was seriously hurt. And when the cops knocked on his window once more, Brody gave him a thumbs up and passed out. He's now facing multiple charges for drugs, fleeing the cops, leaving the scene of an accident, and knowingly driving on a suspended license.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Yep.
This next laser story is out of Madison, Wisconsin. Last week, 911 received a call from a bank manager who said a robbery just happened and the man left the branch on foot.
Oh.
So police began patrolling the area and within minutes found a very important clue. Near a group of bushes, there was a random shirt lying on the ground. So they stopped the vehicle to check it out. And when officers got closer, they noticed two things. One, the discarded shirt was camouflage. And two, there was a shirtless man hiding in the nearby bushes holding a bag of money.
I think you should have left your camouflage shirt on, buddy.
Officers arrested him right away, and the man was charged with robbery. As for why the thief ditched his camo shirt in what was probably the one and only moment of his life where it would have been useful.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to
Oh,
sneeze.
bless you.
He told police, quote, "It was a spur-of-the-moment decision, and looking back, I now wish I would have kept it on. Not sure what I was thinking.
You know, some people just don't think good under pressure.
I got to get this camo off. It's going to help me blend in with everything." This next laser story is out of St. Augustine, Florida. The police got an anonymous tip the other day about a man and woman doing drugs in their car in the middle of a parking lot. When they searched the car, they found drug paraphernalia and a substance that tested positive for crystal meth.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yeah, that's the fancy
Yeah.
one. That's the fancy version,
The
crystal.
high-end meth.
And that's when they asked for the couple's identification, and they took a look at that. Everything made sense because the woman's legal name was Crystal Methvin.
Oh, poor girl. She was doomed from the beginning.
Whoever the dealer was that got her hooked on meth, easiest sale ever.
Yeah.
Come on, it's in your name. You gotta sample it, right?
You always want to try stuff that's named after
Uh-huh.
you.
This isn't actually the first time we've seen a name like this. The same Crystal Methvin got arrested for drugs about 6 months ago. There was also a different woman named Crystal Methvin, different spelling though, on an episode of Judge Judy a few years ago. Her case wasn't about drugs though. It had to do with a kitten that somebody bought for her. And then
that's
4
good.
years ago, there was another woman named Crystal Metheny who got arrested for shooting a BB gun at a car full of teenagers.
So you're saying crystal methanies are wild cards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If your
you never
nath-
know what you're going to get.
Yeah, if your last name has meth in it at all, don't
Yeah.
give them the first name Crystal. It's probably not
No.
going to end up well. This next laser story is out of the land of Insta stories. A bizarre new trend for foodies is popping up all over Instagram lately, and it's called food Jenga. Double rainbow. Oh my God.
Oh, I've seen food Jenga.
Really?
How does it work? Apparently, foodies are bored with their normal postings, so they've been stacking their entire meal by building Jenga-like towers out of their lunches or dinners.
Interesting.
Recent posts of impossibly high constructions have gotten thousands of likes, including towers of burgers and fries, along with cookies, brownies, and churros.
Oh, yeah.
Churro Jenga? I'm so there.
I know. It just makes it more delicious for some reason.
Instagram users have shared the photos under the hashtag FoodJenga, with each one more and more daring than the last. A few have made structures out of french fries and sweet potato fries, interlocking them vertically and horizontally, just like a real game of Jenga, where players have to take turns removing one block at a time from the tower into the
Makes
class.
sense, 'cause they're already shaped like
Yeah,
little
right, totally.
blocks.
This next laser story is out of Color Headquarters. I'm not sure anyone makes it through childhood without developing a deep passion for Crayola crayons.
Oh man, they're the best. I was coloring with my kids the other day, and like those generic ones, they hold nothing.
No, they're not the same.
They're not.
Yeah.
Crayola is
They like the
king.
color isn't as vibrant. They're like waxy.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel the same.
What
here.
does Crayola do to
And they're
make
like-
those
they're like
magic
thinner,
hands?
too,
Yes,
you
they
know?
break. They break in your hand all the time.
So anyway, good news. Now that you're an adult, you're going to get a chance to draw on that nostalgia and draw that nostalgia all over your face.
Okay.
I say that because Crayola just launched a new beauty line of makeup called Face Crayons.
That's
And
awesome.
They come in the classic yellow and green Crayola boxes. There are 58 different products in 95 different colors, including eyeshadow, highlighters, mascara, lipstick, and more. People who have tried Crayola's beauty crayons say that it's just like drawing with crayons, but on your face, and it looks a little better in the end.
Yeah.
That's a
and
good thing.
You know how to stay in the lines finally, so you're good.
Yeah. If you want them, you can order them online because they are on sale now if you want some face crayons.
All right.
This next laser story is out of the study of you. There's definitely a lot to be said for not having big plans and just sitting at home on a Saturday night watching Netflix. 3 seasons of Fuller House, you know. They're not going to watch themselves.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
that's why a new survey asked thousands of Americans, when someone cancels plans, how do you feel? 53% of people said that they're usually disappointed, but 22% are actually relieved when somebody cancels plans on them. I know
it
I
depends.
am.
I'm a half and half. Sometimes I'm relieved. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, you're canceling again. Can't anyone just keep a commitment these days?
It depends on how ready you are. If I'm
Yeah.
like getting dressed
That's
about
true.
to leave,
That's true.
then
Amen.
I'm mad. If it's like the day before, I'm like, oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
Oh,
Netflix
yeah.
by
Yeah.
Or
myself.
early in the morning, and it's not
Yeah.
till later on, you're like, all right.
have time
Or
to
the
plan.
best is when you're trying to think of an excuse of how you're going to cancel,
Oh,
and then they
yeah.
send the text. I'm like, what?
And then
I
you
know.
play it off like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
Oh, that sucks.
We'll have to do it again
I'm
next
so
time. Let's
excited.
reschedule. I mean, I'm gonna disappear from these texts for a few weeks, but let's
Yeah.
reschedule.
You got the power play in your friendship.
Yeah, right?
The breakdown by age is pretty interesting. People between 18 and 49 are twice as likely to be relieved about canceled plans
Really?
as people over 50. That's because over 50, you're like, I should start doing stuff because I don't have much time left.
And this is the one thing I planned
I
on.
don't
Yeah.
have much time.
18 to
left.
49, you're like, I got forever. I got other plans.
Yeah.
50, you're like, I got 2 friends. and I only see them once every 6 months, so
One of them could
better
be dead.
do this. Yeah, because I might be dead. They might be. Who knows? I got to get out there in the world.
God, I can't wait to get old.
Yeah.
That's actually what it says. Though. It says probably because when you're younger, you have a lot of friends
That's true.
and a lot of stuff to do, so it can feel like a burden. But once you're older, your circle shrinks and you make fewer plans, and you just got to do them because you might.
But I will say, on the bright side, your friends that you keep when you're older, you actually like.
Yeah.
Like when you're in your early 20s, you're hanging out with all sorts of people that you're like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
they'll do. They're filler.
Dude, I remember
Right?
high school. It's like, we're going to be friends forever.
Ever.
Like 100 of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really like those people
We're
that
all
much,
going to go
but
out
yeah.
all the time together every single day for the rest of our
Yeah,
lives.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Promise, guys? Promise?
Yeah.
Well, I know somebody who doesn't really need any friends. All he needs is that shoe. That's the sound of a turtle humping a shoe, which means that Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again, same time on Friday.